Hi, good evening. Welcome to Sports Today. Some breaking news then from the IPL. Virat Kohli has just announced that this will be his last season as captain of the Royal Challengers Bangalore, and he said he will step down as captain of Royal Challengers Bangalore after IPL 2021. He will, of course, he has expressed his desire to continue playing for the Royal Challengers Bangalore. If you remember, a few days back, Virat Kohli had also announced that he will step down as captain of India's T20I squad, T20I side after the World Cup, which will also be played in the Middle East from October. So that's a big bit of news because Virat Kohli has been captain of RCB for 9 years since 2011 is when he took over. Young Virat Kohli, of course, he was touted as this next big thing in international cricket in back in 2011. Nowhere near the star that he is today. He had taken over as captain of RCB. Um, Under his leadership, RCB have so far failed to win an IPL title. This year, of course, they looked good in the first installment of the IPL in India before the tournament was suspended because of a surge in COVID cases. And RCB, of course, he's been absolutely brilliant as a batsman for Royal Challengers Bangalore. If you look back at his season in 2016, that was his watershed moment in the IPL. Nobody has been able to break that record yet. Over 970 runs in the IPL in one season, including 400s. That's when RCB also reached the final of the IPL. They lost to Sunrisers Hyderabad. Remember, David Warner was also in red hot form 5 years ago. So this is big. This is really big. In fact, we're also getting a statement from the RCB management. Um, this is what we're hearing now. Virat Kohli will step down as captain of the Royal Challengers Bangalore. Of course, remember RCB play their first match of IPL 2021 on its resumption tomorrow when they take on Kolkata Knight Riders. This is what we're hearing from the team management. In fact, we just gotten a statement from RCB. Virat Kohli, he said, this is what RCB is saying. Royal Challengers Bangalore announces that Virat Kohli, this is a statement from RCB, which I'm reading out to you. Royal Challengers Bangalore announces that Virat Kohli has decided to step down from his role as captain after the completion of IPL 2021. Kohli, one of the most decorated players of the franchisee, will continue to be a part of the RCB squad. This is what Virat Kohli also said. Virat Kohli, this is what he said. I quote: "It has been a great and an inspiring journey captaining a talented bunch of players in the RCB squad. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the RCB management, coaches, support staff, players, and the entire RCB family who have been instrumental in the growth of the franchisee over the years. It wasn't an easy decision, but one that has been well thought of and in the best interest of this wonderful franchisee. The RCB family remains close to my heart and will as we continue to strive to achieve excellence. As I have mentioned previously on many occasions, I will only play for RCB until my retirement from the game of cricket. Of course, there's a big auction coming up as well, and RCB and Virat Kohli said he wants to stay on with the Royal Challengers Bangalore. And I'll also tell you what Prathamesh Mishra, the chairman of RCB, has said. In fact, he says Virat Kohli is one of the finest cricketers and has been a true asset to RCB. His impeccable work ethics and leadership skills have been phenomenal. We respect and support the decision and would like to thank Virat for his incredible contribution to the RCB leadership group. He has left an indelible mark on the franchisee and will continue to be a senior member of the team. This is this was from certain quarters you could even say that it was kind of expected, or was this decision on the cards? Because all of a sudden, sometime last week, Virat Kohli decided to step down as captain of India's T20 side after the World Cup, and now he's going to give up the responsibility of leading RCB in the IPL. Of course, after this ongoing season, the season has been halfway through already. Um, RCB will, of course, play their first match of the IPL part of the second part of the IPL sometime against Kolkata Knight Riders tomorrow. So this is a big announcement. Now, a lot of you are asking what has happened to Virat Kohli all of a sudden? What is the rationale behind this decision? What is going on? First off, just to set things on record here, RCB are currently third in the points table. They are, of course, if Mumbai Indians win tonight in their ongoing game against Chennai Super Kings, they will leapfrog RCB into third tonight, because this is as of now currently RCB are third in the points table. They have had a good season so far. When they were in India, they were really looking so good in that first half of the IPL. It's to be seen what Virat Kohli does with this team. Will this be an emotional call to really rally behind their leader and deliver a championship winning tournament, winning performance from the players? There's been a lot of issues around the RCB team on field. If you see some of those tactical decisions, for years they've relied heavily on Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers, and as you've seen over the years, the IPL is not a tournament that you can win on the back of one or two brilliant performances, no matter how great the players are. In fact, off late, Virat Kohli has also struggled in a relative sense of the term, of course, with the bat. His he there has been encore of that 974 runs, and it's once in a lifetime kind of a season. Nearly got 1,000 IPL runs 5 years ago, hit 400s. He was just brilliant, but then he's continued to miss a lot of support apart from AB de Villiers. This year they've obviously got Glenn Maxwell. Glenn Maxwell, who did not have a very good record in the IPL, has looked good. He looked good for RCB in the first half of the season, but there were a lot of factors probably at work. When you leaving, it's also spoken of in certain circles. If it's only about workload, why would you just give up the captaincy of one format and you continue to still play all three formats for India? He was more clear and indicative in his statement. In fact, there was a video recorded statement as well, which RCB tweeted out, where Virat Kohli is saying he just wants to focus on his game and does not want that burden of leadership anymore. He's done that for 9 years. It's quite a long time. Of course, there are other players who've also led as long or for longer. If you look at MS Dhoni, he has been leading Chennai Super Kings ever since the inception of the IPL, since the inaugural ceremony, since the inaugural tournament. Of course, when the Super Kings were and Rajasthan Royals were banned for 2 years, Dhoni went to play for Rising Pune Super Giant, where he wasn't captain, of course, for the second season for the second season for Pune Super Giant. Apart from one season, Dhoni has captained in all seasons. He still continues to do that for Chennai Super Kings. Rohit Sharma has been captain of Mumbai Indians for many years, and Virat Kohli now clearly wants to focus on his batting, on his individual performances. After reflecting, he said it has been a well thought out decision. This has been a well thought out decision. A lot of you are asking questions, or like I said, if you're asking questions on what's going on with Virat Kohli, it's after there's been a bit of a trough as well. So he was, this was probably on the cards. Um, Pratik sir, will he have to step down as ODI captain post World Cup, since no other cricketing nation has three different captains in all formats? That's a good point. In fact, we've said that before, that if India does not win the T20 World Cup, if they don't perform well there, there could be some question marks on his other format as well in the ODIs. Test cricket is a different beast altogether. Test cricket is a format which Virat Kohli clearly loves, as he loves the other two formats. He's very passionate about them as well. But again, his record as a Test captain is phenomenal. He's won a series in Australia. Of course, he came back home for the birth of his child, and India won the series in Australia the last year without him. In fact, early this year when they completed that series triumph, then again India were leading 2-1 before that Manchester Test was called off against England. So he took India to the final of the World Test Championship, but they lost to New Zealand there. So yes, this is in fact, there were also murmurs when Virat Kohli announced his decision to step down as T20 captain of India after the World Cup. Some people thought that he was probably also or only going to announce his decision to step down as RCB captain after April 2021. Well, this is again, you've seen, this is not the first time you've seen a captain stepping down from the IPL. There have been times when we've stepped down mid-season. You've seen what happened with with Gautam Gambhir when he stepped down as Delhi Capitals captain. Shreyas Iyer taking over, or you saw Dinesh Karthik making way for Ryan Morgan. So you've seen developments like that, but then that have been on the back of some pretty inconsistent performances from the team. These teams have been languishing at the bottom of the points table. Here, RCB, of course, again they haven't won any IPL title yet, but currently they are third in the points table with they've won 5 out of the 7 matches. This is Mumbai Indians. If they win tonight, they will go on top. They will go past RCB because of a superior net run rate at this point in time. But yeah, this is looking a little difficult, by the way. I'll also complete. I'll go quickly. I'll jump to the score between. Sorry to deviate here, but this match is turning out to be rather interesting. This is Chennai Super Kings finished with a very impressive 156 for 6 after the disaster start, thanks to Rituraj Gaikwad and then some low order hitting from Dwayne Bravo. They finished with 156 for 6. Mumbai Indians are now struggling at 97 for 6, and they have Saurabh Tiwari and Adam Milne who are batting together. So this is looking very, very difficult for Mumbai Indians at this point. They need 60 runs off 30 balls to win this game, and only if they do that will the defending champions go past RCB in the points table because of the superior net run rate. But the big breaking news at this point, of course, we'll come back to you. We'll come back live with Borian, our two super fans for the day, with more on that CSK Mumbai Indians game. But yes, this is big breaking news. Well, that's all the details I have as of now. I've given you RCB statement. I've given you Virat Kohli statement. Possible causes for Virat Kohli to step down. Under Virat Kohli, RCB haven't won any IPL tournament, and probably they're looking to they're probably looking to get this on probably look for more results. They're probably looking to restructure the team because he did indicate that there was a possible overhauling overhaul of the team. So they're looking for certain changes, of course, in that big mega auction. And Virat Kohli, he reiterated his desire to continue playing for RCB, and that is what the RCB team management also said, that they want to see Virat Kohli continue to don the RCB cap as a pure batsman and cricketer. So that will be interesting to see again in the coming days who is RCB's choice for captain next season. Of course, there's time for that, but after the season again, there are a few months left. Remember, this IPL is generally played around from the end of March, early April. So this is the second installment of the 2021 IPL. So you will, of course, hear of a decision very, very soon once this tournament has concluded. Of course, lot of comments again. Some not very kind. I mean, this is a decision. These are cricketing decisions that have been probably on the cards for a few years. As Virat has said, he was thinking this is a well thought out decision. This is a well thought out decision. Monmik and Mark is saying good decision. Well, somebody saying not a very good decision. Well, then this is the nature of cricket. This is the nature of such high-profile players. The decisions that they make that sort of affects all fans. We'll try and get more reactions from the RCB camp. We'll try and see what we get to learn about this decision. Of course, Boria Mojumdar will join us after the match. We'll also pick his brain and figure out what's going on or what he has heard of these decisions. Back-to-back decisions, big decisions. First, Virat Kohli steps down as captain of the Indian T20I side, and then he stepped down as captain of the Royal Challengers Bangalore. Of course, he will step down after IPL 2021. He doesn't want to do that midway, and it's in all fairness, the RCB have done well so far, and they want to really carry on with that momentum. How will that affect? How will that decision affect the rest of the playing members? How will that affect RCB's run in this tournament because they started off so well, or will it spur on the rest of the team? And will it spur on Virat Kohli, the captain, to just leave that leadership role with one last hurrah? We'll find out all soon enough. Of course, like I said, Virat Kohli and RCB will take on Kolkata Knight Riders tomorrow in their first match on resumption of the 2021 IPL. Well, then that's all for now. This is the big breaking news. Virat Kohli has decided to step down as captain of Royal Challengers Bangalore after IPL 2021. And there's another humdinger of a game underway currently between Chennai Super Kings and Mumbai Indians. CSK, remember, were in all sorts of trouble. They lost some early wickets. Faf du Plessis, Moeen Ali, these guys got half centuries in that last game against Mumbai Indians in the 2021 IPL. That was a very, very high scoring game. Mumbai Indians chased down 218 that was a final ball thriller. Chennai Super Kings, of course, they were reduced to 24 for 4, and Ambati Raidu retired hurt. There was a they were in a lot of trouble. But Ruturaj Gaikwad, what a young player, what a star player he's turning out to be for the Super Kings. 88 not out of 58 balls. Of course, there were some useful contributions lower down the order. Ravindra Jadeja 26 stitched a partnership with Ruturaj Gaikwad, and then Dwayne Bravo 23 of 8 balls. He hit throws 3 big sixes and took the Super Kings to a very impressive total, given where they were at that one point in time. Mumbai Indians are currently 103 for 6 or 15.4 overs, and they need 53 runs in 25 balls. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Just to reiterate, this episode of Sports Today, Virat Kohli has decided to step down as captain of Royal Challengers Bangalore after IPL 2021. We'll come back with more details of this match between CSK and Mumbai Indians, and of course Virat Kohli's decision. We'll bring you lots more on that. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a good evening, but we'll come back very soon. So stay tuned to the channel. We'll be back with you very soon once this game has concluded. Thank you. Have a good night, and do subscribe to Sports Today.